All right.
Troy, get your net.
Look at this. We got another one on the fire minnow here. Oh.
Almost got me.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Out of the car and in the river.
Look at that. All right, buddy. We'll see you next time. So oddly enough, Joe wasn't even supposed to be here today. He just kind of walked out like Bigfoot right out of the woods over here. He's on his way to work a fishing show right now, and he goes, give me that other rod. I want to make a couple casts. Sure enough, Troy's been here for an hour. Hey, Troy did hook too, and that tree right there. You can see our float up there. But first cast with that fire minnow, and bam, we're on. So let's hope he gets another one.
Nice job, Troy.
On the pink shrimp.
Nice rainbow. Got him.
Nice fish. Another one on the fire minnow. Nice little rainbow right here. Look at him. Right in.
Got him.
All right, so we're out here today. We're fishing the fire minnows, fishing them on a jig head, and what we're doing is we're threading them right through the hook, so they're presented like that. We're casting them out, and we're slowly jigging them back towards us. When you get that hit, set the hook, and you're locked. Whoa, baby! Double! Double up! Here we go. This one's on the white fire minnow. Go up there towards get that.
Another rainbow?
Another rainbow.
A lot of rainbows in here.
Yeah.
There's one. There's two.
Bam!
Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
Joe said, I'm going to take one more cast. Guess what?
Ba-boom!
Did you see that, Chris?
Hammered it.
Hammered it.
Float down.
That pink shrimp is doing the job today. Ooh, this is a nice one.
Even bigger.
Ooh, that's a toad. We've been catching a lot of these fish on the pink shrimp here, and these things work phenomenal. Now I want to talk a little bit about how we're setting this up. Now we have a size 12 fire hook. About 12 inches away we have a split shot here, and then we have a couple more split shots all the way up. But the most important thing is this float. If you're not using this float, you're going to be spending a lot of time retying. You don't want to retie, you want to fish. And what this does is it keeps you up off the bottom. You want to be in that strike zone. And if you're using a float, you're going to see the float go down and you're going to hook that fish. Otherwise, if you're just throwing it out there and you're bottom bouncing, you're going to get snagged up. You can't feel the bite. He's going to swallow the hook and he's going to be throat hooked. We're not throat hooking everything. We're hooking them right around the lips. That's what we want to do, because we want to release these fish so you can come back and catch them.
All right, so we've caught a lot of fish out of this hole right here. And reason being is there's a real big break in the water that kind of slows it down and allows fish to stay behind these holes. Matter of fact, there's another one right here. And you can see what Troy just did. He casted it up right behind those breaks, right in that soft water. And this looks to be a nice fish. Got him. Another rainbow.
Just hit the brown. That one.
Ooh, got him finally, a brown.
Yeah, nice brown. Nice rainbow. Give it a minute. Bigger. That's a big one. All right, here's my little secret of the day. I'm using two different colors. I'm using a natural deluxe and a pink shrimp, and it's been working really good for me today. Way up in that rapid, on that rock.
So sometimes you got to just kind of leave a spot alone and move and go somewhere else and then come back. This spot right here we had 2 hours ago. And then every time we tried to come back, give it a rest, there was somebody else here doing something different. So we're back here for the second time in 2 hours. This time he's using the same bait. He's using Natchaug Deluxe and pink shrimp, and he's already caught 5 fish and 5 casts. So it's, no, 6, right? Yeah, 6 fish and 6 casts. Now, this one he's probably not going to catch one because I pressed record on the camera. Anybody that does a lot of filming knows that, oh, guess what? Is that a fish?
Oh, and I lost him.
Well, you know, it's happened before. Hey, and just so you guys know, if you're anywhere near Troy, be careful because he caught me a minute ago too. You just got to be careful. But hey, 6 fish in 7 casts is pretty darn good. Sometimes it shows you got to move a little bit, try another spot, let a spot settle and go back. And ironically, I don't think the people were using what we were using right here. We saw one fly guy, saw a guy casting spinners. I saw another guy, don't know what he was doing, but they probably weren't using what we're using. And it just shows you, you let a hole settle and it's game on right over again.
What is that? Number 8? I do believe.
8 in 5 minutes. Let me guess. A rainbow.
It's a rainbow. Where are those browns at?
Hey, that's a brook trout. Yeah.
Hey, look. I caught a brookie. We've been catching browns, rainbows, and my first brook of the day. If you'd cooperate.
Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from the Natchaug River, where we're here in eastern Connecticut, in a place where, to be honest, so many people told us, you guys need to go try this place. It's one of the most popular in the state, and it's loaded with trout. Well, we Googled it, and certain enough, we found a lot of information that came from an article years ago in On the Water magazine, very good, well-written article, and another one from the Norwich Bulletin. Then we went online to the state of Connecticut and found a ton of information on their website as well. Now, this eastern Connecticut water is roughly 18 miles long. We only focused on, about a 100-yard stretch in the trout park, as they call it, an area that, from what we read online, is stocked with about 5,500 trout a year. All really good public access places. This was about an hour from where we were staying in Hartford, and a place that had so much public access, it was inviting for us to come. Now, we only saw about 25 people here in the half day that we spent here. Reason being, the days before us, it got so much rain here that the water was way higher than normal. And it kind of spooked a lot of people away, which is what was good for us. Now, we caught a ton of fish here. We caught rainbows, we caught brooks and browns, nothing big. We're told that they put larger fish in this trophy park. Well, we didn't catch any of those simply because the water was high. We caught a lot of small fish. We caught a lot of average sized fish. We still had a really good time for it being our first time ever fishing this extremely well-known and popular system. Now, you can see Joe showed up, good Joe Diorio Guide Service, and he fished with us for about an hour on his way to a fishing show. He used mostly chartreuse fire minnows and did, caught 3 or 4 real quick while he was there with us. Now, Troy focused on drifting salmon eggs under a fire float. He used a size 12 fire hook, and he started off with pink shrimp and caught a dozen or so there. And then later in the day, when the bite got tougher, he switched over to Natchaug Deluxe and pink shrimp combo. And then I saw him sneak in a white fire minnow at the end of the day where he caught his brook trout. And it just shows you, even if you're a beginner angler, this is a place for you, or if somebody that's fished their whole life. The state of Connecticut does a phenomenal job giving us a wonderful resource to chase here. And we had a great time checking it out for our first time here in eastern Connecticut. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.